Oh, what is up, my wigaboos? I just grabbed this while I was gone. This is literally the only thing I did. I'll show you later how to get that. It's a unique weapon, but basically you have to get World Tendency on the Archstone, the Covetous King, this one, the Boletaria, to pure black, which you can do by dying just multiple times in body form in a world. That's how you shift World Tendency to black. So it has to be pure black for the Executioner Lady to spawn. You kill her and you get that axe, and let me tell you, it's not easy because those motherfuckers don't play around. Holy shit. Also, you get the Red Eye Stone. No, I think you get that from the evil ending I just did last time, because that's how you also get the Soul, the old one here. I don't know if it actually does anything, but we'll find out, I guess, later. I can finally put, like, I had so many fucking upgrade materials from the last two playthroughs because I bought 99 to each stack and I couldn't put more into the storage, so I was like just weighed down constantly by that, so I'm just glad to get that out of there.
That was what it said.
I'm gonna honestly probably take some more weapons. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Fucking Northern Regalia. God damn you. Hate that bitch. Pain in my ass. Brimmed. Thinking about grabbing my Collige. I just grabbed that. And then where I was gonna go,
That was what it said.
I was gonna take some aged spice. Don't need that much, just about probably 20 because I have about 36, yeah. This is where all my shit is. Ain't that nice? We'll go to the... You know what? We'll kill Tower Knight, I guess. So to get to Tower Knight, you have to just go to the Phalanx Demon, Archstone, and he's the next boss. But you have to be careful, because on this area there's the Drake Bridge, I call it. Also known as the Rape Bridge. If you're not careful, it will rape you. I also tried out my Cursed Weapon spell. It's the most powerful spell buff for your weapon, but it drains 1% your HP per second, and you really need to know your timings, because otherwise you will fucking die. So I just use Light Weapon because it's the second most powerful one. It only takes 2 spell slots, where the Cursed one takes 3. So I'm not complaining. Also pretty, kind of looks cool. I think it looks better than the Cursed Weapon. Cursed Weapon just looks like blood. So the Drake will come from the right. And what you need to do on this, if you're scared of it like I was when I first started, was you need to run right after he does his breathing, because otherwise he'll come back for another round. You need to run as fast as you can, because we're barely gonna make it. I started a bit late. Ah, my eye itches, holy shit. Oh man, holy shit. I'm itching my eye, hold on. Alright, so you can either keep running across the bridge like that, otherwise you can just basically skip the entire area by going down here. There's these little tunnels. Oh, my ear itches now, what the fuck? Anyways, there's these little tunnels down here. And I'm just grabbing my fire spray, because there's enemies down here, of course. But I think your biggest problem is going to be there's dogs up ahead. after this next guy. Or two, I don't remember. But there's dogs, they're right there. So I'm just gonna machine gun them a little bit. Gonna back up. Because I have the thief ring, so they don't notice I'm here till I start bopping them. Machine gun fire OP, question mark? No, it's not. It's just they're dogs, and dogs are not very resistant to fire. Ha hee ha ha, hee ha ha, hee ha. So you just walk back up here. This brings you to the bridge. I forgot there's archers right behind you. Get fucked, kiddo. I think my regeneration is going to be wearing off here soon. At like almost any second. There we are. So I'm gonna wait till the Drake breathes fire, and then we're gonna run as per the usual. And don't be scared. It can be very scary, but it is just a Drake. And Drake doesn't exist in Demon Souls, so there's nothing to be worried about. And I meant Drake the rapper, or is he a rapper? I don't know. No, it's some other music. So this will be the tower, and I went here to just see how well my build was gonna do against him. Fucker. This bitch. So usually magic weapons and such do a lot more damage against him because it bypasses his... He has a very large physical defense. So I wish you could get his armor, it's so good. At least... I think it might, to be honest, it might just be a reskin of the Brushwood set. Because the actual, like, his body form wears the Brushwood set. So I don't know what to believe, to be honest. Fuck. That does not feel good. You don't want to get hit by any of his attacks. As you might oh! He has little archer buddies up on the top that will fuck you up if you're not careful. Ow! Nice. Generally he would fall down and you can hit his head, but since we do so much damage, it's working out fine. But that's usually how the boss fight goes. Because you hit his legs. Oh, no, you gotta get out of the way, though. Yeah, it might... Okay, I wasn't sure if, like, my mic was working, to be honest. There we go. So that's how you kill Tower Knight. He's not the hardest boss. He's not easy. Especially if he will fuck you up. Do not try to block any of his attacks. At all. It's probably because my mic, since it's attached, since this is a new headset, since my old one was getting, as per se, as I just said, old, I bought a new one, and it's not bad, you know, it's not great either, because it doesn't get that close to my mouth, so, but it's fine, it'll do. So you can't pass, you see that blue special fog wall, you can't get past that until you kill an archdemon. and the easiest archdemon that you can go after at this point. Oh yeah, I forgot. So now, every time you kill a boss, you go into body form, which restores all your health, and you get to look like normal. So, generally you don't want to be in body form, because when you die in body form outside in the world, it shifts the world tendency towards black, which black makes things harder, just like real life. Anyways, it makes things harder, but the enemies do more damage, they take more hits, but it also increases the loot table, or the drop chances slightly. And also, depending on how far you get it black, certain events can happen, certain NPCs spawn depending on world tendencies. It's up to you. You'd have to look up what you want because it's very specific. You need to know which world tendencies for which NPCs.
Boletaria was a grand kingdom. The king, his knights, and his subjects were modest and plain, but also steadfast and compassionate. I have spent much time in my studies in the cultured countries of the south, yet no country holds my heart as does Boletaria. But look at what has become of us now. I refuse to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land. Here in Boletaria, we speak of the legend of the two swords and the solitary hero. The two swords are Demon Brand and Soul Brand. One sword banishes that which befouls man, and the other banishes man himself. The solitary hero is old King Doran. King Doran is the Everlasting One, founder of Boletaria and protector of the two swords. Of course, only according to legend. But in the dark state of our land, sometimes legends are all we have. But in the dark state of our land...
Anyways, you need to know very specifically what you're going for when you want to shift the world tendencies, especially for NPCs and like.
I can forge weapons.
Equipment and Demon Souls has durability.
You come back alive.
It's also very odd in the fact that you have equip burden, because right now it's at 34.6. There's no stages to the equip burden, unlike in later Souls game. There's no light roll, medium roll, and fat roll. It's basically medium roll up to about 50%, then you fat roll. There's no different stages. That is how it is. So there's equip burden, alright, which is what we have here. Anything we equip here in our hands or on our body will add to our, or take away from our equip burden. We also have item burden, which is separate from equip burden. Now, item burden includes everything that you pick up, basically every other item in the game. And but that also includes the weight from your equipment that you have from your your equipment tab, which includes ammo, range, your armor, your weapons, and your items. This just has everything else, and it adds of course this is your item burden's a lot higher than your equip burden, but basically if you do not have enough, you can think of it like inventory from like something like Skyrim or other games. So think of this as like your carry weight. This is your equip weight. So let's say you had carry weight, but it was only for what you could equip. That's what this is. This is your regular carry weight. If you don't have enough space in your carry weight, you won't be able to pick up items or armor sets. Usually it's not that big of a deal, but like I said before, like I can't get rid of these right now, the large hard stone shards. I can't get rid of these 73 clear stone shards, and this is 14 pounds that I do not need on me, and I can't drop it. Well, I mean I could, but it's like a waste, because, you know, that's... You know what, fuck. It is clear stone, and it says that's quality. Quality fucking sucks in this game. I just dropped that shit. But, yeah. Generally, it's not that big of a deal. But sometimes you won't be able to pick up items or on new armor sets depending on what the items are, and it'll tell you you cannot pick up that item because your item burden, it will exceed your item burden. So usually what I do is are we even still recording? Okay, I was just checking because it doesn't tell you. I know on PlayStation 4 it used to tell you when you're recording still. I usually go to the Stone Flame Tunnels. Here you can get a lot of upgrade materials because this is basically the upgrade material place, lore wise and gameplay wise. Generally nobody cares about lore. It's understandable. But right here you have a crystal lizard right away. Bam, 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 bam. Easy 8. Either it'll drop hard stones, sharp stones. It has a chance to drop large of the either type. I wonder if I have. I'll need to buy some stones from this guy. This guy is the area merchant. So I'm gonna buy as much of those as I can because I was upgrading just random shit before because I want to upgrade some weapons and strengthen my arsenal basically. These guys throw these rocks and you have to be careful because they have lingering hitboxes. So after they stay like that, just like that. So as you saw, I didn't get hit by the projectile. I got hit by the lingering hitbox, so you need to be careful of that. There's a shortcut right here. You can take this to go up there and kill them. It's not that big of a deal. I never really do that. And right here will be your first enemies of the area. These guys with the pickaxes are the big ones you have to worry about. These guys will just search. These guys usually have ores on them, or like the upgrade materials. They have a chance of dropping them, but the ones that are guaranteed to basically drop are the ones with the bags. You'll be able to tell which ones are the bags. So, like, they have like big ass fucking bags and they're just carrying them because they keep their ores in them. These guys don't have the bags, but they do have a chance of dropping the items, so just keep that in mind. These guys are very resistant to physical attacks, but they're weak to thrust, physical attacks, and they're weak to magic. Highly resistant to fire, and also that's because these guys have like hardened scales because they got like possessed by like demons. Or, like they have like tusk and stuff, and they're not human anymore. I forgot what I was gonna smack the shit out of this guy. Like that. Triple fucking kill! Oh fuck! I was about to say I fucking killed those dog pieces of shit. I hate those dogs. I hate the dogs in this game. They suck so bad. I don't know why. I just felt like it'd be funny just to smack some motherfuckers with some magic right there. Ooh, spider shell. No, I forgot what spider shell. Oh, see, that guy had a bag because when you use magic, it disintegrates the bodies, so like you don't see the body. But if he still had a body, it would have been one guy with a bag. These guys will attack you. Usually they're not too aggressive. Unlike the pickaxe ones will attack you immediately. Those guys you have to aggro, like you kind of have to like bump into them and shit to make them angry. They're generally pretty chill. This is a fat official. They cast the fucking pyromancies, as you saw before. They're fat cunts. They will fuck your shit up when you're basically new to the game, so don't fuck around with them. You gotta always watch corners in Souls games because these guys. Oh my god, fuck. I thought there was only one around the corner. There's two on both sides. Who'd have thunk? Fuck. I wasn't expecting to hit the wall. You always gotta check your corners. Like that. These motherfuckers. These motherfuckers like their corners. Did he just shoot himself? Fucking die, you piece of shit. And they'll tempt you. They'll tempt you like that. I just know that is a safe item to grab, but generally when you see an item like that and it's a fucking blind corner, Miyazaki's probably like, oh, stupid American. He grab item because he think it's safe. Ew. Miyazaki, that I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Miyazaki thought like that. He probably watched somebody's live stream and laugh as they fucking died repeatedly. You don't need to kill this guy. At least a specific one. What we're looking for is you need to activate the lever down here because it opens up the gate to proceed through the area. Right up above. I think there'll be a short little cutscene that shows you that you opened it and you gotta climb all the way back up, which is a pain in the ass. This is what we're talking about. This guy right here has a bag. If you look at his right hand, these guys basically, I think they're guaranteed to drop. Alright. That was an interesting backstab. But I think they're guaranteed to drop upgrade materials. And each one will drop different upgrade materials and in different amounts. And your luck stat also affects it too. What you get from crystal lizards and such. I think the higher your luck stat, the rarer, like, you get more chunks and such. Yeah, it's just, you have to be deeper in the area, too. Some areas you don't, the lizards and such don't start dropping chunks to, like, the last few parts of the area. I love miners. Dragon miners. Look at these guys, aren't they cool? Don't you love them too? Ha ha ha. And I say that because I recently saw an Instagram post where this guy got from like his mom like a Minecraft shirt because he liked Minecraft, but it said "I love miners" and it had like Minecraft Steve on it. And like, you know, it was like, holy, well, I guess not something I would wear. Not only because I've never really played Minecraft. I used to play it on my Xbox 360 when I was a kid, but I didn't have Xbox Live, so I never got the updates. So, and then now these days when I see Minecraft, it is completely like unrecognizable. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. It's insane to me. I thought I was entering the fog. My bad. So in this area, there's these funny little lizard guys. If you stand near them, they'll deal continuous fire damage, but generally they're not that bad. Did I say generally? I meant generally. I don't know if I did or not, so I'm just saying just in case I did say that. That guy is not a big deal. That is literally the last. That's our goal right there, basically. Where that guy we shot was. There's 2 sets of dogs in this area. Up ahead to the left is, I don't know, I don't usually go in there because I think it's just useless materials. But up ahead, there's a lot of bag guys mining the walls up ahead. There's also a lot of pickaxe guys, so you gotta be careful of that. But there's an ambush right here because, never mind. I think it's because I have the thief right on. Also, you have to be careful because these guys, have a pretty good chance of falling through the fucking map. So when you kill them, pick up the items as fast as possible. Especially these guys. These big guys, if they drop through the fucking map, it sucks. Because there goes your fucking unpredictors, you know? And that'll happen with crystal lizards too. Always just try to pick up shit as fast as you can. Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. At least it's not the original Demon Souls where if you don't kill crystal lizards in the original Demon Souls on PS3, once they teleport out, they were gone for the rest of the playthrough. So these ones now in the remake that I'm playing right now, they'll respawn if you don't kill them. And then each time you kill a boss, it doesn't have to be in the same like world. Basically, these are worlds right here. These each archstone they're called. They're worlds. I just call them areas. It's interchangeable, but each time you kill a boss, doesn't matter which area, because right now we're in the Stone Fane Tunnel, the second one from the left. Archstone, the Digger Cane. Each time we kill a boss in this and any other area, the crystal lizards in every spot will respawn once, and they default spawn twice. You can kill them twice, or maybe 3 times before they stop spawning. Kill boss, then you can kill them one more. Like for each additional boss, you can kill them one more time. So that's something that useful to know if you need upgrade materials. I remember I used to farm the lizards in basically one of the final areas because they're guaranteed to drop chunks and pier, hard stone, and such. Oh yes, I remember this area. Crystal lizard to the left. Guys that throw rocks as well, you gotta be careful. I'm not gonna pick up these items over here. Basically, you have to run across the left part of this, because the right part, here, I'll just show you. This right here, this plank right here, these two on the far right will break before this one, so just try to run here. You just sprint across. That's how you get to these items. One is a grave club, and I think the other 2 are just souls, and then you fall down back to there, and you have to go all the way back around. I've already grabbed these items a lot, so I'm not gonna go grab them because I don't want to walk all the way back up because it's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna do a silly ooh. And we're just gonna bam, bop, miss, because thank God that goes through that guy, hits the second guy. Same deal here. We're gonna hope we didn't hit the second guy, but cunts. You can also just rush them like this. You can just run up to them and they're basically harmless, except for that. Yowchers. That hurt. That did not feel good. Up ahead on this stair area, there'll be 3 dogs. You can hear them. Those are the lizards. But you can hear the dog barking in between. There's one down there. There's a dog, because that's where you get off. The stairs right below us. And if you ever want to like scout around, you can use this photo mode to scout. It has like a limited range on how far you can go. But I know there's a dog. There's the dog right there. There's a dog. There's at least 2 dogs. I know that. Don't know where the other one is, but there's one right there. I think that's the other dog right there. Yeah. Like I said, you don't have to worry about these guys too much. They are pretty easy to kill with any weapon. It's just that if they will do that. So just don't underestimate them. But generally, they don't do that. It's very rare that they manage to like pull off any sort of attack. Usually they just walk towards you like that and do some damage. I keep accidentally doing reverse rolls in this game, which is a technique that you use in Souls games and PvP. It's like you fuck with the camera or something to do like a you roll it. I don't know. I used to have a friend that taught me that stuff because he was big in PvP. Cunt. Fucking bitch. But it's basically where you see me where I roll. I mean to roll backwards, but when you reverse roll, it reverses the input, which basically you can use that in like I was technically taught it because I never really got the hang of it in Dark Souls 3 PvP by my friend. Basically you use it to get like roll into somebody's attack while you're facing them, which you're not normally supposed to like. You're normally supposed to roll like that when you're facing somebody, right? But when you do reverse roll, you'll roll like backwards into them, so then you'll be facing like their back, so you can get an instant backstab on them. So that's what that technique was for. It's just I never caught on to it. It's fucking weird. You have to like flex the camera or some shit. I don't remember. I never was big on dueling anyways. This redirects the water so we can walk past this area that we just walked past. Because it was lava. And lava hurt. And basically, I've done the mistake multiple times of going just backtracking. Not backtracking. I guess it kind of works in both scenarios, but just go through here because basically you're right next to the spot where you need to go. Because basically, and bam, we're here. Because backtracking will take a lot longer than that, and I've done that multiple times, and it's just very sad. Over here, don't forget these items. Over here, this is going to be like the poison resistance ring. Never used resistance rings, ever. In any Souls games. I'd rather prevent the entirety of, like, I don't care about resistance. I'd rather just either cure it or prevent it. Waste of a rain slot, if you ask me. Raced, because I meant to say waste, and I was thinking rain, so I said raced. Rah, 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 rah. There's another fat guy here. He does that. Usually he doesn't blow up more of the fucking barrels. I don't know why. He consistently will not shoot a second bolt. So you can usually just walk up to him like that, smack him around. They are pretty tanky when you don't have an upgraded weapon, so be careful of that too. Up here, guy's gonna throw a big ass boulder. Doesn't do anything unless you're like running into it. Generally, you don't want to run around anyways. So I don't know. Ask the guy who made that. And so for this, however, I'm gonna switch this around because this boss you can easily cheese. And I just want my regen item out. And so we're gonna take this crisp blade up here. I already have one, but this is the crisp blade. If you go up here, it increases your magic damage. It doesn't, and I'll show you. Usually, such a weapon you have to have like, okay, so like my Crescent Falchion, it regenerates my MP, but I need it in one of my hands to regenerate, because it won't regenerate if I have it like this. It won't regenerate if I switch to my Dark Silver Shield, because it is not in my hand. However, the unique thing about the Crisp Blade is pay attention to my 125R weapon 2. It goes up to 145. It was is 125. As you can see here, it goes up to 145, and that's because the Crisp Blade boosts magic damage. However, it also boosts the damage you take from magic. When you upgrade the Crisp Blade, it will also increase the damage you do with magic, but also increase the damage you take, and it maxes out at +5. So right now I'm going to put on my fucking Magic Rain, which does the same thing as that, but does a flat 20%. So we're getting the most bang for our buck, basically, in terms of magic right now, because engaging the Armored Spider, which is the boss we're about to fight, in a head-on fight with melee is god-awful. It is booty. It is not fun. La, 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 la. So that's why I have my heal. That's why I'm casting Regenerate. Basically, you're gonna run. It's gonna shoot a fireball. Dodge that. It's gonna shoot a web. Those webs will slow you down. Don't get hit by those. You want to go right here, because it can't hit you with any of its attacks other than that, apparently. I think you want to go right here, actually. Yeah, you want to go right here, because that's too close, as you saw. And you can just cast spells freely at it. And no attack can hit you except for it'll spit oil on the ground and light on fire. Well, you'll be able to tell which attack that is because it'll like vomit up. That! Run! And that will fuck you up. It lasts for a good while. So don't fuck with that. Or you can also, I guess, you can just do that from back here, except you have to be in range. That's a fast web. That'll slow you down. It'll do a fireball like that. But basically those webs are basically to slow you down so it can cast a fireball at you and guarantee a hit. Motherfucker. Like that. Because then you can't roll until it hits you again. So I'm gonna go back to that spot if I can. Can't. Because the problem with engaging it in melee is that its attacks are very rapid, very high damage, and it does not give a fuck. It doesn't care what you do. And it will proceed to not care as it fucks you. It will skull fuck you directly in your face. So just keep that in mind. So we're gonna go back to the Nexus to kill ourselves, since we don't want to be in body form. As usual, I always recommend that. Unless, like I said, you want to get certain NPC events. And like usually, you just run up the stairs and jump off the ledge, and then you go back and collect your souls. Normally I'd say I don't give two shits about souls, but the problem is you need souls to maintain your shit. So we need some, and then you need to buy grass every now and then. Grass. So yeah. I also love the music in the Nexus. I don't know what the original was, but I know they use orchestra. This is the only other FromSoft game other than Bloodborne that uses live orchestra. Perhaps Elden Ring used live orchestra. I don't think it did. I think it was digital as well. I am pretty sure.
I can forge weapons.
Because generally FromSoft games are digitally produced with their
You'll come
music.
back alive.
That was what it said.
They're composed like actual music. Well, I don't mean like actual music. Like, I mean like, you know, not like orchestra. They're not like conducted live. They're usually composed and then digitally rendered to play the instruments. I mean, they record the actual instruments, and that's what they use to play them. But this, and I believe, yeah, no, Bloodborne. I know Bloodborne had a live orchestra recorded in studios for their music, and I just because digital rendering on the music, you can't really have lyrics. And you can tell this was orchestra not only because, you know, when the remake was coming out, that was a big emphasis of the remake was the redesign of the music and keeping the original tone with the orchestra and such. But also they can add lyrics. So when you're in the Nexus, you hear those hymns. I recognize they're speaking Latin, which is a big thing in both Bloodborne and well, Bloodborne. Bloodborne has a lot of Latin lyrics in their music. However, you know, since it's a Japanese composer and lyricist and songwriter, the grammar isn't that great. Usually it's just kind of like a jarbled mess that you can't really understand, but you can like kind of get the message behind what they're trying to say. It's kind of like it's themed around the bosses or areas, so it's kind of cool to hear it, even if like it doesn't make that much sense. I do also think that it's just like adding the lyrics is a lot better. I love the atmosphere in the Nexus. It's like a holy temple, right? Even though that's far from what it is, but it just feels so like grand and majestic with the fucking church choir going off in the background, you know? I don't know, I just love it. I do. I love hearing the music. It's fantastic. And I have to give credit to that. So over there is Crystal Lizard Nest. But there's always these two, they'll run in that direction. Sometimes they'll run one, usually like when I first started killing these guys. This one that ran into the tunnel goes into the tunnel. And that one over there, he would run that way. I didn't even know for a long time there was two of them when you got down this elevator. But there is. La-di-da. There's these two black phantoms here. They're just naked with a steel shields and great clubs. They don't do much damage as far as I know. I mean, they might because I'm in medium plus whatever, but usually they don't do that much damage. They're kind of stupid, as you can tell. Ooh, he be dodging. Get absolutely punked on. But usually I like to lure those guys out because otherwise if you run at them while they're in the nest, they'll disturb all the lizards. Like, so down here's the nest that I'm talking about. So basically just try to kill as many as you can. You definitely won't get them all in one go. It's practically impossible. If you figure out some way, let me know to get all of them in one go. I'd greatly appreciate it. Love to know that. Lots of materials here. It is so tedious though to keep like coming back and killing all of them though. Let me tell you, it just is. It just is. I wonder if I kill them faster if I took up my mace out and enchanted it, but we don't have time to ponder the past or our mistakes. Just keep moving forward and enjoy life. Up here is pure hardstone and a pure sharpstone. Free, easy grab for pure stones. You literally just have to roll onto the little ledge and get two of the most common fine upgrades. Around this corner is a little ball that explodes. I don't know what the fuck the story is on those guys. They just explode when you get near them. I have no clue what they are, what they're supposed to be. They just explode. So be careful of those guys. Not that guy that I just killed, but those little floaty orbs. I don't know. There's one of them over here. Except that's a death pit, so don't run straight. I did that a couple times. I just ran straight into that pit and died. It's an endless, bottomless pit that kills you. That's Patches. Patches is a cool guy. He's a good merchant. He just likes pranking every now and then, you know, he's a funny guy. And if you wanna enjoy his pranks, you gotta shit, I forgot I had my mace equipped! Anyways. Oh, that does less damage. So if you wanna poke some fun at him, you're just gonna smack the shit out of this. They're called bear bugs until it dies. I thought that was gonna do a bit more damage. Yeah, let's try my College Enchanted. That's even okay. Well, I mean, it's better. I don't, to be honest, I don't know if it's better than my Faustian here. No, my Faustians, I think that. Probably because of the just pure magic damage coming off of it. You want to back up quite a bit. Usually Patches is in that blast radius, but he must have moved. Usually he's up. Yes, he's right there. He must have been just outside the blast radius.
Worry tough. Go on.
Thanks. I'm just checking how long this recording is. 47 minutes. Okay. Goddamn. I think I'll stop this right here and start a new episode from right here. So see you there.